What is up, everyone? Sorry, it's been a while since I've done the video. I'm horrible at staying with things, so this is yeah. So I'm back though. A lot has happened since the last time I've done a video. I think the last time I did a video was still the NFL playoffs were still going on. Things like the divisional round of the playoffs. Um, so yeah, it's been a hot minute. So since we left off, the Rams beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. Kind of pissed about that. I hate the Rams with a passion. Uh, but I'm happy at the same time for Matt Stafford. I'm glad he got a ring. I'm glad he finally got that over the hump. So now that means that anytime he's in the Super Bowl, I don't have to root for him as long as he's with the Rams. So, fuck the Rams. But now that the season's over, everything is going haywire. We got so many big trades going on. Deshawn Watson finally could be on the move. So I'm just going to go through the list of the big trades that happened already and just kind of just go over them, say what my opinions are about the trades. So with Amari Cooper, the Cowboys trade him for a 5th round and a 6th round pick to the Browns. I don't know why Amari Cooper went for a 5th and 6th round pick when he's still one of the best receivers in the game. He's only 27 years old. That's insane, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck the Cowboys are doing. But getting rid of him, especially with 5th and 6th round pick, like, at least when Houston traded away DeAndre Hopkins, it was a 2nd round pick. And I think they were the same age. So that's kind of crazy that he went for a 5th and 6th round pick, which is insane. But I think with the Browns, Browns wasn't a bad team. Baker Mayfield was hurt all last season pretty much, ever since week 2 of the season. I think with a healthy Baker Mayfield and a healthy Amari Cooper and just a healthy Browns team in general, I think they got a really good shot at maybe making the playoffs again this year. And who knows how far they could go. It just depends on how healthy Baker Mayfield is, and how if him and Baker Mayfield click, because if him and Cooper don't click, then it's gonna be just another same thing as Odell Beckham Jr. going there, or Jarvis Landry is now able to seek a trade out of Cleveland. So I don't know if he would. I think having him on one side and Amari Cooper on the other would be great for Cleveland. Especially they already got the running backs. They got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb there, so why not try to make a powerhouse offense? They got the pieces now. So as long as hopefully Landry stays, and see what they can do. Another one that was real big was Carson Wentz went to the Commanders. And this is something it's kind of hit or miss because I like Wentz. I think he got kind of bad rap in Philadelphia. He went to the Colts. He didn't have a bad year, but he didn't have a great year. He only threw 7 interceptions, but man, I felt like he threw 20 of them. That's how long of a season it was. So, but they traded him to Washington. I don't know what they got in return. Probably just some draft picks, but he's back in the NFC East now, so that'll be interesting to see him play against his old team. But I don't know if Carson Wentz is weird because there's some days, some games he's spot on, and there's some games he's just so god awful. And it's how are you that how do you do that 180 so bad there, So, but with the Commanders, they have a chance to be decent. They always say they have the pieces and just a quarterback away, but it's I don't know about that, So we'll see. They got a great defensive line, that's for sure, with Young and Sweat out there. So that'd be interesting. The really big one was Russell Wilson to the Broncos. That was something I did not expect to see. Broncos gave up a lot. They gave up Drew Lock. They gave up Noah Fant, I believe is the name, and a lot of draft picks. But with him going to the Broncos, he's almost that team's pretty solid. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Broncos too much, so I don't know how their defense is. If they got any studs on there. Obviously, they traded away Von Miller last year during the season to the Rams. There's a possibility he comes back. He's been teasing about it on social media that he's gonna come back to the Broncos. But Wilson over there, they got a shot. But that division's tough because you got Wilson now. You got Justin Herbert, You got Patrick Mahomes, and you got Derek Carr. Those are all quarterbacks that can like throw the ball. Like defense is gonna have a hard time facing those guys 6 times a year. So that's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty interesting. One that went kind of under the radar was Khalil Mack to the Chargers. For a 2022 second round and 2023 6th round pick. With him, like, I like the trade because I think, like, he hasn't done anything in a couple of years. He had that really good year when the Chicago Bears made it to not the Super Bowl, but they made it to the playoffs, I believe. And they had a really good defense. And then the last couple of years, he's been hurt, kind of on and off, so they haven't really been as dominant as they was that one year. But with him to the Chargers, Chargers already have a pretty solid team, so I think putting him on that line, on that defense, I think they'll be pretty damn good. Especially in that division too, like they're in the same division as Denver, Kansas City, and Las Vegas now. So that's gonna be a tough division to play in. I would not want to be in that division. And then the huge story, it just came out I believe yesterday on Friday, was Deshawn Watson will not face criminal charges for the sexual misconduct, I guess, allegations that he had against him. So that's good though, because now he's not facing the criminal charges. That means a lot of teams that wanted to trade for him, a lot of them are holding back because of that. The criminal cases against him, how he possibly could be charged. But now that he's not getting charged, a lot of teams are like, okay, well, let's just go along with it. Let's try to trade for him now. So you got teams like Carolina, Seattle. Those are the 2 main ones right now. The Giants could possibly still be in it. Tampa Bay could be in it because they need a quarterback since Tom Brady retired. Who else is there? There's another one that's a dark horse. People say Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's kind of like, man, they don't know. Minnesota, they might look into it. But right now, I think Carolina's the favorite for him now, which I'd be cool with that because we already have the number 3 pick. We trade him to Carolina. They have the 6th pick, I believe. And hopefully they're going to give us at least 1 or 2 decent players in return. If not, they're going to give us a shit ton of draft picks, which would be cool. Seattle, they just got all those draft picks from Denver, so they could easily turn around and flip them to us. Maybe give us Noah Vant. That'd be neat. It is crazy, how everyone's, heating up. All these rumors are swirling about who's going to trade for Deshawn, what kind of picks they're going to get, everything else. And there's even the dark horse one that I seen that said the Browns were getting interested in trading for him. Which that'd be interesting because the Browns would be a destination spot for anyone to go to. But what they do with Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield ain't gonna come. Why would he come to Houston? We don't need him. We got right now. Pretty much next year is Davis Mills' year for Houston. And if he doesn't do good, then I'm sure they're gonna draft somebody. So I'm not sure. I feel like it had to be a 3-team trade if Cleveland went into it, to find another place for them to ship Baker Mayfield to. So that'd be that's gonna be interesting. But the draft's coming up soon. It comes up at the end of April, and so I'm assuming Deshaun Watson will be traded by that time. At least what I'm hoping. So that way Houston will know what kind of draft picks they got. And but man, I'm excited to get him out of here because too much drama. Houston's had such a bad rap in the media for the past 2 years, I feel like, ever since they traded DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals. They've had such a bad rap in the media, and this didn't help none. Deshaun Watson's legal issues didn't help none. So it'd be nice to get him out. He gets a fresh start. Houston Texans will get a fresh start, and it's just time to move on. But that's enough for the NFL. But another big thing was MLB finally got their shit figured out, and so now games will resume. They said they canceled some games, but they're able to somehow manage to get it to where they still will be 162 games played. It's pretty interesting. They said there wasn't a lot of they said there's gonna be a lot of movement and trades since they couldn't have been done anything since like December or November, whenever was they locked out. But there hasn't really been a bunch of stuff. I mean, Clayton Kershaw, he re-signed with the Dodgers on a 1-year deal. The big name out there is Freddie Freeman. He might. No one knows where he's gonna go. Like, Atlanta's still in the picture. The Yankees are in the picture. The Dodgers are in the picture. I hope he goes back to Atlanta. That's the only team he's been with. He got drafted by the Braves. Finally won the World Series with the Braves last year. So I hope the Braves are gonna re-sign him. But if not, I'm not gonna like him in California or New York. But California is his home state, so I'm sure he'd probably maybe excited to go back and play there. So, and then that's kind of big stuff in MLB. There's not a lot going on right now since the season hasn't started. Spring training starts back up here in the next couple of days, I think, because I think they're already letting people report to the spring training campuses. So it's a matter of time before that starts. Season will start April 7th. And some of the new stuff that they agree on the CBA doesn't start until next year. The universal DH starts this year, I believe. That's the big one I know that starts this year is a universal DH, but I know that the pitching clock, that starts next year, because there's another big one that starts next year too. I can't think of what it is though. I think the larger bases they get next year. There's another big one, but I can't think of it. I have to hit that up on the next video. But then on the NBA, the NBA's heating up too because the season's almost over. We got maybe like a month left in the NBA season. Phoenix is still running away with the West. Golden State, they're kind of like on and off. They have like a stretch where they win a bunch of games, lose a bunch of games. They had 2 favorites in the West. Lakers ain't fucking doing nothing. They need LeBron James to score 50 points in a game just to even beat the Wizards. So if anything, the Lakers will be in the playoffs or the play-in game, but it depends on who they play. I don't know if they're making the playoffs. Like they're not a good team at all to me. I don't know what's up with them. Like I feel like Rob Pelinka just put together a horrible team. Other than the big 3, they're not good. And even then, Anthony Davis has been hurt almost the whole season. Like, anytime he comes back, he gets hurt. Russell Westbrook, I just feel like he's not a good fit in the team. So he's been struggling a lot this season. LeBron James, he's been the one consistent, but even then, like I said, he has to score 50 points a game almost just to even manage to win a game, So I'm not sure. Now the East is crazy right now because you got a lot of teams from 1st seed to 6th seed that are like neck and neck, Philadelphia right now, they're looking like the favorite because they just traded James Harden. So you got him and Embiid. But the other day, the 76ers played the Nets and they got smoked by them. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on, please. Okay. Come here. Sorry about that. All right, go upstairs. So after they played the Nets, 76ers did, and they got demolished by like 30. So that was pretty embarrassing. But yeah, so we don't know who yet. Like we don't know yet who's gonna be in the playoffs. Like what the seeds are gonna be, who's gonna be the play-in teams. But we should know within the next 3 or 4 weeks with them. But I decided. But yeah, that's all I can think of right now. All the big stories. I know it's been a while since I did a video. I've been slacking. At the same time, I don't know exactly how I want to do this channel still. I'm just kind of doing videos and posting about them. Trying to figure out the best way to transition from sport to sport, from topic to topic. So yeah, if anyone has any like ideas on or suggestions on how I can like transition to topic, what I should talk about more, what I should focus on more, how I should do this channel better, I'm all ears. This is the first YouTube thing I've ever done, and I'm just trying to make it a channel for everyone, for all sports fanatics like I am. Like I love everything, so I just wanted to come here and just talk about sports and bullshit and just have fun, you know. So if you have any suggestions on how I can improve this channel, by all means, hit me up in the comments. Good feedback, bad feedback, it's all accepted, you know. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I'll take whatever feedback I can get. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here, but I'm gonna try to do some more videos consistently. I have a TikTok. My TikTok is Play by Clay on YouTube. And I just do little short videos about some of the big topics I see on ESPN and Bleacher Report and everything. So I do some small clips about that. So if y'all want to go follow that, be my guest. That'd be pretty cool. If not, I don't give a shit either. So, but all right, guys, y'all have a good one. I'm out.